Hey everyone, this is Chris, and this is the review of the new Skysurfer2000. This is a dome platform, so basically you can mount your camera in the front here, and there's a dome that goes over it. I don't have the dome on it currently, and I'll explain that in my review later. But this is basically a amazing aircraft. I actually had to do 6 or 7 passes just to get it to land. This thing doesn't want to come down. I'm currently flying it with a 3-cell 5,000 milliamp battery with a nice small, I believe it's a 2826 1240 kV SK3 motor from Hobby King. I'm using a Turnigy Trust ESC with switching BEC, so they work out pretty good. I still need to add some more power to this because the internal BEC is not enough if you want to use flaps. It'll actually brown out. So you can watch for that later when I explain how to wire up redundant BECs. But basically overall this airframe is amazing. It is a new T-tail, so you don't have to worry about ripping your tail off when you're landing or having a rough landing. You have to get this at a pretty steep angle and your wings are going to hit before your tail does. So it's a really nice design. They designed it to have plenty of space inside. You can see that that is a 5,000 milliamp battery. I currently have my FPV antenna just coiled up in here because I didn't want to actually run FPV for the first flight and didn't want to mount it. That way it looks a little more clean. It comes with everything besides servos and electronics. This is just the airframe, but it does come with all linkages, all of that. The landing gear is pre-mounted, the fuselage is pre-built. The wings, all you really have to do is put your servos in, mount the horns to it, and they're ready to go. The tail is just glued for this bottom section, and the top is just bolted on. There's nothing else really besides that. Same thing with the servo, just mount it in, run your wiring. The rudder servo is actually inside the very front, just like the other Skysurfers. So you just have a tube there. On the other side, there was a tube for the old elevator, or the old style elevator, but I pulled that out just to cut down on weight. And this thing is amazing. I'm actually using Turnigy 9018 MGs all the way around, and it gives me plenty of control. I can fly this thing around at right around 50% throttle with the current setup. If you wanted even more efficiency, you could go to a 4-cell. You are limited to a 8-inch prop, so I'm using an 8x5 currently, which gives me plenty of takeoff power. Could use a little bit more. If you look behind me, I have to get over those trees to clear our takeoff area. So it was quite a bit of a climb. I had to actually bail out and do a second lap just to get high enough. But that's just because this is a very small motor. I wasn't looking for something extreme. I just wanted something that you could cruise around all day in and not have to have a crazy heavy launch or anything like that. So I'm gonna do another flight, get some more footage with the GoPro, and we'll see how it does.